Respected principal, professor, teacher, and all my friends, uh, my name is Nawaz Tungana, and I am a student of AMLIS, and I am here to give a seminar paper on Indian knowledge system, exploring through a multidisciplinary approach, and my topic is holistic approach. First of all, there is an abstract. The Indian knowledge system, IKS, represents a vast intricate body of intellectual tradition that span philosophy, science, arts, spirituality, and education. This seminar paper explores IKS through a multidisciplinary lens, emphasizing its foundation, historical evolution, and contemporary relevance. Drawing on classical texts, historical institutions like Taxila and Nalanda, modern education reform such as National Education Policy NEP 2020. This paper argues a holistic integration of IKS into contemporary education. It also discusses challenges and opportunities in operationalizing this integration to foster interdisciplinary learning through emotional resilience and cultural rootedness. Introduction. India's intellectual heritage is a rich tapestry of knowledge systems developed over millennia. These systems are not confined to isolated disciplines but are inherently multidisciplinary, blending philosophy, empirical science, arts, and spirituality. The recent National Education Policy 2020 underscores the importance of integrating Indian knowledge tradition into modern education to create a more holistic and culturally relevant learning environment. My paper aims to explore the Indian knowledge system through a multidisciplinary approach, highlighting its foundation, historical context, and potential application in contemporary education. Ancient India contributes to mathematics, astronomy, and medicine, including the development of Zero, Ayurveda, and Yoga, demonstrate a strong foundation of scientific inquiry combined with the ethical and spiritual understanding. Traditional practice in environmental conservation education through gurukuls and universities like Nalanda and rich cultural expression in arts and language further highlights the holistic nature of this system. Studying the Indian knowledge system through a multidisciplinary lens not only helps preserve cultural heritage but also offers valuable insight for addressing modern challenges such as sustainability, mental health, and ethical living. Foundation of Indian Knowledge System. Rao, in his research paper, provides a comprehensive understanding of foundation basis of IKS, emphasizing the concept of pramanas, meaning of knowledge, such as perception, inference, and testimony. This foundation reflects a nuanced approach to knowledge validation that integrates empirical observation through spiritual insight. The Indian tradition values holistic knowledge that transcends more factual accumulation, incorporating ethical, metaphysical, and experimental dimensions. This foundation encourages a multidisciplinary methods where philosophy, logic, medicine, and arts inform and enrich each other. Historical perspective and institutional legacy. Ranganathan and Puri trace the historical trajectory of Indian knowledge system, highlighting the role of ancient universities. These institutions exemplify multidisciplinary learning, offering courses in medicine, philosophy, astronomy, linguistics, and arts, attracting scholars worldwide. Multidisciplinary nature of our Indian knowledge system. The interconnectedness of various disciplines within the classical Indian knowledge traditions. The Upanishads blends metaphysics, ethics, and cosmology. The Sushruta Samhita integrates medicine with surgical technique and philosophical ethics. The Natya Shastra combines performing arts with psychological and aesthetics. Contemporary application and educational reform. The NEP 2020 Ministry of Education advocates for the revitalization of Indian knowledge system with the modern curriculum. It promotes multidisciplinary learning and flexibility in course choices, inclusion of yoga and mindfulness practices to enhance emotional resilience. Emphasizes on cultural rootedness alongside global competitiveness. Sharma, in his research paper, discusses the challenges in integrating traditional knowledge such as curriculum design, teacher preparedness, and balancing scientific rigor with cultural authenticity. Addressing these challenges is crucial for effective implementation. Yoga and emotional resilience in our education. Yoga role in fostering emotional resilience, mental health, and cognitive focus among students. Incorporating yoga into educational setting align with the holistic aim of IKS and NEP 2020, promoting well-being alongside intellectual growth. Now we go to challenges and future directions. While the integration of IKS into modern education hold promises, identifies key challenges. Number one, resistance due to foundational difference, lack of trained educator familiar with traditional knowledge, need for research and research development to bridge traditional and modern pedagogies. Future efforts should focus on interdisciplinary teacher training, curriculum innovation, and research to create a sustainable model of education that honors India's intellectual heritage. Now we come to conclusion. The Indian knowledge system with its rich foundation as multidisciplinary nature offer valuable insight for contemporary education. The National Education Policy 2020 provides a timely framework to integrate this tradition, fostering holistic development, cultural rootedness, and interdisciplinary learning. By addressing practical challenges and leveraging historical models like Taxila and Nalanda, India can pioneer an education paradigm that is both globally relevant and deeply rooted in its indigenous knowledge system. Now we come to a very little synopsis of Indian knowledge system IKS as a multidisciplinary exploration. Philosophical foundation. Indian philosophy forms the core of IKS. Concepts such as dharma, karma, and moksha and ahimsa shapes ethical thinking and human behavior. Schools like Vedanta, Buddhism, Jainism, and Yoga philosophy explore questions about life, consciousness, and reality, influencing psychology, ethics, and social harmony. Science and mathematics. India made significant contribution to science and mathematics. Mathematics, zero, decimal system, algebra, and geometry. Astronomy, accurate calculation of planetary motion and ellipse, Aryabhatta and Brahmahira. Physics and chemistry, early ideas of atomic theory and metallurgy, example, the iron pillar of Delhi. This contribution shows how observation, logic, and experimentation were integrated into learning. Medicine and health, including Ayurveda and Yoga. Ayurveda focuses on holistic health, balancing body, mind, and environment. Yoga combines physical posture, breathing, meditation for mental and physical well-being. Modern medicine and psychology are increasingly recognizing the value of these practices. Environmental knowledge. IKS emphasizes harmony with nature, sacred groves and rivers, sustainable agriculture, respect for all living beings. These ideas are highly relevant today in addressing climate change and sustainability. Arts, culture, and language. Indian art forms like classical dance, music, architecture, and literature are deeply connected to mathematics, emotional, and spirituality. Language like Sanskrit, Tamil, and Pali preserve scientific and philosophical and literary knowledge. Social and educational system. Ancient institutions such as Gurukul, Nalanda, Taxila promotes multidisciplinary learning, debate, critical thinking, and moral education, principles still valued in modern education. Now, relevance in the modern world. A multidisciplinary study of IKS helps integrate traditional wisdom with modern science, promote mental health and ethical living, encourage sustainable development, foster cultural pride, and global understanding. Conclusion. The Indian knowledge system is a rich, interconnected framework that transcends individual discipline, exploring it through a multidisciplinary approach, allowing us to appreciate its relevance in today's scientific, social, and ethical challenges. IKS is not just ancient knowledge, it is living wisdom for the future. Thank you. And at last, I would like to thank Dr. Abhijit Kumar De, Principal, Seminar Community Convener, Dr. Binay Kumar Patel, and our Miss Sonny Miss for inviting me to have this seminar. Thank you.